All right, so I don't know if anybody knows, but Rick actually has a girlfriend. All right,
let me tell the story.
No, let me tell the story.
No, you stupid.
Nobody wants to see you looking at yourself in the mirror. We want to tell you from the viewer's perspective.
Yes.
I want to give the blow-by-blow of what happened.
Okay,
He's got to set the scene. Let him set the scene. Let him set the scene.
I'm setting what the girl for the backdrop is, and then you can set the scene of what happened.
Okay.
All right.
But then we get to tell what we saw.
We saw. Yeah. Oh yeah. So and we're gonna try.
Unseen, bro.
Yeah, they can't be.
We're gonna try our very best to actually get a picture of this for you guys that you'll find on 40K Radio's homepage. If I can pull this off, it'll be there. If not, then it's just not going to be there. So it's the most disgusting thing in the world. Anyway, story goes: Rick has a girlfriend, believe it or not, but she lives out of state, so they get to see each other, periodically every month or every other month or whatever, right? Whenever they can fit it in their schedules. So whenever she comes into town, he has to doll himself up a little bit.
Full grooming mode.
So he goes into the, obviously trimming all the man parts and all the areas.
He's shoring the field.
That's right. He's making sure that the putting green has the right height of grass.
Or no grass.
Or no grass in his scenario this month. So his girlfriend was nice enough to come out and visit him for the holidays a couple weeks ago. And he decided to go and groom himself a little more than normal.
It wasn't a little more. It was a varied process.
Yeah,
in the no area.
In the Jubblies area. And as many people know, and we've learned when we were little kids from our dads, you don't shave against the grain. Because a lot of times shaving against the grain causes ingrown hairs.
Can I just pop in here real quick?
Yes.
Always trim, men out there. Trim.
They make that area and other areas of your body, they make actual, equipment that you can use that's not a razor, that's made perfectly for us gents.
That trim.
All right, so anyway, hygiene aside, Rick decides to go against the grain as he does in life.
Which I've done multiple times before.
With the razor blade.
But here's the problem. It's 8 o'clock, my girlfriend's plane lands at 9:30, and I've been growing...
Wait to the last minute, by the way.
I've been rocking the freaking terrorist beard for I hadn't seen her in 3 months, so I have a huge bushy beard.
And he's talking about a genital bushy beard.
No, I'm talking about on my face,
No,
too.
on his face is all patchy.
No, it's not patchy. And then I got my gorilla chest, and then my man parts, and I have it's like Pop Quiz Hot Shot. You have three regions to shave in an hour. What do you do? So I go grab my Bic or Gillette Mach 3.
Should have called me over.
And commence to shaving as fast can be. So get it done. The weekend goes great. Awesome. It's the next week, and I'm like, oh man, I got some freaking ingrown hairs down there. Awful. So it's Thanksgiving weekend, and there's one in particular, and I try to get rid of it, kind of like popping a pimple, and unfortunately it explodes going in the wrong way.
That means inside the body, not outside the body.
So it starts off as there's the little kind of growth maybe the size of a penny. And then a day later, it's the size of a quarter. And then 2 days later... literally it's yesterday, and this thing is anything brushes on it and it just is throbbing, and I'm like, oh my god.
By the way, it's a total man thing. It'll go away. Tomorrow it'll get smaller.
Hey bro, just take some Motrin and put some warm compress. I'll be fine.
It's just like the show It's Growing Inside of Me. Monsters Inside of Me, or I've seen specials where it's Parasites Inside of Me, and all kinds of other ones on the Discovery Channel.
And it was big, but once it started hurting, that's when I knew I'm in trouble. And my mom luckily works for a doctor. She talks to him, and she's like, "Go to the doctor right now." So asshole Romeo.
This was yesterday.
Mind you, he thought it's time to go to a doctor when it started hurting, not when he had a softball-sized growth in his pelvis.
Dude, it was easily
the size of a softball.
Bigger than my pelvis, you retard.
It's a softball.
No. It was about 4 inches across.
No, it wasn't.
It's
dude.
gigantic.
It was seared into my eyes.
You're a moron. Well, I looked at it every freaking night. So basically, I try to be professional here at Battle Phone, which nothing ever is. I go into Romeo's office, close the door. He's like, "Oh shit, what do you want?" And I'm like, "Hey, bro, I need to go to urgent care." He's like, "No." I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "What do you need to go to urgent care for?" I'm like, "Dude, I got an infected ingrown hair. I need to go to urgent care." He's like, "Bullshit." I'm like, "Show me." Yeah, show me. So I show him, and he's like, "Ah!" Runs out of the office screaming.
Drop your trowel.
Yeah. So, nothing like professionalism here at Battle Foam.
Hey, all I'm saying is, have you guys ever seen the movie Total Recall? Because that is exactly what he has. the Quados.
Free your mind, Queen.
And
free your mind.
We're going to put right here at this mark the scene.
Are you actually going to do it this time?
I'm going to put it. Hold on. I'm going to mark it. So this is the scene from Total Recall. And if you guys have seen Total Recall, you know what I'm talking about. So check that out coming up right here.
What do you want, Mr. Quay? The same as you, to remember. But why? To be myself again. You are what you do. A man is defined by his action, not his memory. Please, take my hand. Now, open your mind to me, please. Open your mind.
Rick.
Open your mind.
Rick.
Open your mind.
Rick.
Open your mind. Open your mind.
All right.
So I go to the doctor yesterday.
For your mind,
Oh,
Rick.
before you even go to the doctor, so Romeo comes running out of the office. He's like, Kyle, you got to see it. Now, I have to say I was kind of morbidly curious before, and I'm like, now I have to see
I'm telling
this
Kyle
thing.
on Monday, I'm like, dude, I think there's something wrong with me, man.
And I'm totally doing the dude thing. I'm like, man, it'll go away, bro.
Yeah.
It'll go away. It's no
Fine.
big deal. You're fine. So finally he's like, man, I have to go. And then Romeo's like, Kyle, you have to see this. And I was like, shit, all right. I was like, make sure none of your danglies
Yeah, I don't
hang
show
out.
you my naughty bits.
Yeah, we didn't want to see the naughty beats dangly. So he like shows me, and it's one of the most hideous things I had ever seen in my life. Like, the only thing I can compare it to is like anyone out there, everyone close their eyes and imagine anyone ever got hit in the head with a baseball.
Yeah, that's
or
what it
a
looks like.
softball.
That is what you get that
and you
lump
get a
on your head.
massive like lump on your head, but imagine it all red and purpley and
Yeah.
like
And it has one.
green.
And it has one hair in the middle.
But it's the weirdest thing I'd ever seen.
It's disgusting.
And it was big. It was like softball size or
Not
tennis ball size.
tennis ball, yeah.
It was huge.
It
I
was big,
like,
and it's like I think it had its own pulse.
It's disgusting.
And I go to the doctor, and they gave me a shot in the butt of antibiotics and put me on 2 antibiotics. Feeling a little better this morning. I hope it's, I think it's in remission.
who was terrorizing you with
And
text
then,
the
I'm
whole
at the
time?
doctor, and these 2 clown
No,
shoes.
just me.
No, because then he starts sending me texts, too. These 2 assholes that are my friends are sitting there blowing me up. I'm sitting there thinking they're going to have to freaking lance God knows what, and I'm sitting there shitting kittens in the waiting room. And these 2 clown shoes can't stop texting. I'm like, oh, my God.
How awesome was my text, though? When I got all serious from him, you're like, oh, they're going to put, drugs in my butt or whatever and do all this good stuff. They're going to inject me. And then I'm like, hey, man, just to let you know that you have a lot of
You're so
family and
stupid.
friends here for support you.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't abort the little twin that's growing on your little pouch.
Oh,
Man.
it's disgusting. People.
It'd be
And
more funny if it didn't hurt so bad.
hold your fingers crossed. The doctor said that if by Friday this thing doesn't go down, they have to lance it. Which means they're going to have to cut it and pop it and squeeze it. And if that happens, we are doing
No,
a
there will
full
be
coverage of this.
There'll be none of that.
At the event. We're going to bring
And we'll make
flip
sure
cameras.
we'll blur out his dingly
Nope.
bits.
There'll be none of that.
We're gonna film the whole thing. It'll be on the Freebooters.
Why are you lying to people?
on YouTube.
No, it's going to be there.
You're,
It'll be on YouTube.
you're promising people this, like you're promising
not-
to put this
if
crusade
not-
missions up.
If what I'm going to try to do is actually talk to Doctor or lancing it and let me throw darts at it from across the room and try to pop it myself. So one way or another, we're hoping for the thing not to go away by Friday. So,
So
I
now
can
that
have
we've
some
burned
lancing.
through 20 minutes of stupidity.
Oh, we still
so.
haven't even talked about the Black Friday when we tortured Rick, too.
All right, so that was just the latest events that I think are very funny. Not, many of you guys are already tuned this out, but anyway, John, that was specifically dedicated to you. It was 10 minutes worth of pointless,
So you
non-40K.
dedicated a boil out of fupa pouch.
It's not a boil. It's ingrown hair.
It's a disgusting
Infected
thing.
ingrown hair.